Hello, welcome to my studio apartment tour. This is Natalie here. The only rule is to leave your shoes at the door, but make yourself at home. So we will hop right into it. I'm gonna start by kind of giving you a little bit of sense of dimension. So when you enter, there's the closets on the left. They're very tall, which is good. So I have a lot of storage. I'm all about storage. So they go from the bottom all the way up to the ceiling, which is amazing. They're also pretty deep. So if you look at where the wall is right here, and you go to where the door begins, that is also my closet. So there's storage there. And then we keep going in, and the first thing you would see when you enter will be the shelving unit that I built the other day. So that is your first visual of the apartment, really. I like to put pieces of myself on the wall in the sense of who I am and what I like. So I have a few pieces that mean a lot to me. So this is some Playbills, shows that some of the first shows I saw when I first moved here. And there's a signed playbill for The Color Purple when I went to New York to see that, which was beautiful. And so I have those kind of lining the wall. I do want to put up more. I just kind of ran out of frames, so I need to get some more. And this gives you a sense of how deep the closet is. So it goes from the wall there to there. So the closet is also a little deep as well. So again, amazing storage. I do not like to see things out of place, so I'm always happy for the storage. So this is essentially what I call the living area. So you see I've got my 4x4 shelf that partitions the room a little bit. And my little chair, so this is like a convertible futon, so it lies flat. It also kind of, the back goes back a little bit, so it's kind of like you can lie back a little bit comfortably, and the sides go up, and it's beautiful. It's a really nice piece that I got in Walmart when I first moved, and it's not the most comfortable, but it does its job. And then you see I've got like a little, that's where I do like a lot of my creative stuff on that side. So it's just to give you a sense of space standing in the living area. I always find it's funny when people come in and they're like, where's your kitchen? Because studio apartments in Chicago are tiny. Like, yeah, they're ridiculous. Sometimes you walk in and you walk 2 steps and you've hit the wall already. So I was really lucky to find this place when I was looking for apartments. It's our Sanderbones. If you remember our New York vlog, it's our little caricature. So I was the one that got to keep it and display it on our wall, so I have it on my Playbill wall. And this little corner right here is kind of where the magic happens when we do our covers. I usually set up our little recording booth. So it goes from there to there. And it's a tall frame. It's actually in my closet, and I use like the blankets and the soundproof. So it gets transformed into a little recording booth in that corner. This clock is one of the first pieces I got for my wall. It's my most favorite piece in my place. This large clock, I think it's so beautiful, and it was so cheap. And then there's my kitchen. So I have full-size appliances, which is a plus, and enough counter space to do what I need to do. But if you see, I also have the pantry, so I have like storage there as well. So I keep like, like my little mop bucket, broom and whatnot, and some other stuff in there. But yeah, I've got a full-size fridge, full-size stove, an oven, and got some appliances here. I also can have a microwave. And if I ever really need a lot of counter space, if I'm preparing like major things, I just come out and I grab my little bar table that has my little bars, and I put that in the kitchen, so that's like extra counter space. So I always buy things that kind of almost have dual purpose. I'm very aware of that. And then I have another closet that is kind of like my toiletry closet, so it has my towels and sheets. I can even have my hampers in there, so everything's just kind of out of sight. And that was kind of what sold me on this apartment when I first moved in. When I first saw the closet on all the storage space, I was like, yes, this is it. So I learned the other day that my apartment was a 1-bedroom apartment originally, and then this got sealed off. So this was the doorway to what would have been my bedroom, but it got sealed off to be transformed into a studio instead. So that's why it's bigger than a normal studio. And then walking in, I got my bathroom. Now it's small, but it's a good size. Like, you can still kind of move around. I live by myself, so it's perfect for me as a one person. But there's still enough room to kind of, move around. The large mirror gives it a sense of openness and making it look a little bigger than it actually is. Hi. Yeah, so I think the mirror was a very smart idea to open that up. And then there's also a mirror on the medicine cabinet as well, so it kind of gives like these dimensions that makes the place seem larger than it actually is, which is smart when it comes to interior design or decorating rooms, spaces. So stepping out of the bathroom, that's kind of the vision that you get. You see the little chair. I have like little ottomans where I store everything inside. So a lot of like my filming equipment's kind of in there. Got little cubes in the shelves, so those have like things in there as well. My TV. So this is actually 2 separate pieces. This stand, the part on the bottom is what I had originally moving in, and then I added that little part on the top because the TV was too low. So that part I just recently purchased, and it's actually swivels so that you can kind of move the TV back and forth, but because I have it flush to the wall, it doesn't move, so I just moved the TV instead of the shelf. But it elevated the TV, and it actually makes it a lot more comfortable to see the TV, which is like, it makes my neck hurt a lot less, and it kind of, I don't know, it just makes the space look a little bit more open for some weird reason now that the TV is a little higher. I couldn't mount it on the wall because I'm not really comfortable with doing that, because these are like pretty thin walls. So my workspace, I thought I'd give you like a little demonstration now that I'm working from home, just to see, how it works. So I purchased this before I even purchased the shelf, but this was the perfect buy. I think I got this from Walmart as well. And what I do is I just pull it out and I sit on my little stool, and I put my back against the shelf unit for support, and yeah, I get to work. It's the easiest thing. Like, imagine getting up 5-10 minutes before your shift starts, and that's all you have to do to start working. It's the best. And then sometimes, I don't always turn it that way. The good thing is I can move it throughout my apartment and really work from anywhere in my apartment. But I do like here because it's closer to the window. I've gotten used to it. I can there's a tree outside my window, so I can kind of look out there. And yeah, it's very peaceful. I've gotten into the groove of things, and I've learned how to get comfortable and when to get up and walk around, and the movement. But when you look at the width of the desk, it matches perfectly with the width of the shelf. I still can't believe it's perfect. Like, that to me is just mind-blowing. So I put that back, and this is actually the store for my keyboard, but now I realized it fits perfectly underneath here, so it was like, ooh, this is beautiful. So it lives there now. And this is also designed so that you can work while standing. So I also made sure that I purchased something that was, multifunctional again. So it has these like 8 little screws that you turn to loosen, and then you lift it. So just a little demonstration. So I stand fake working standing up. Oh, and because it's tall, sometimes I also use the one of the stools from my little bar table, because it's a little taller, but just so I can work a little higher. So again, A++, got lucky. The wheels on the desk lock, so it doesn't wheel all over the place when I'm working. So just in case you were wondering. So since I filmed this, I actually purchased a 2-piece seat. So this actually makes the seat a lot more comfortable. And the back pad, it actually clips. I can clip it to the shelf, so it's actually looks like an office chair now. So yeah, this is now coming into the sleeping area, and I have a full-size bed. It's a platform bed, and at the foot of the bed there's ottoman, so again, more storage. But I do like the sense of separation. I actually find that I've slept a lot better. I mean, I don't go to sleep as much as before because I'm up all the time, but because of the shelving unit, and where my head is in relation to the shelving unit, I find that I have a better sense of privacy almost, so I seem to be more at ease. And then if I want to watch TV in bed, I just turn the TV towards the bed. So good deal. So I'll just walk through the apartment one more time and give you a little sense again of space. It's quite large. I love it. Don't think I could have asked for a better space, honestly. And I'm lucky that things can transform to serve multifunction. Well, thank you so much for visiting. I hope to see you again soon. Don't forget your shoes and come again. Bye.